Time of the video, the bear wins by a landslide. They should have.
Oh, we're going live. Hi, everybody. Was not supposed to go live. I pressed the wrong button. So, but I'm ready. Except my hair's not, and the thumbnail is pretty awful. So to start off with, first card I pulled was Just Breathe, and that's that's something I'm harping on lately with everybody. Just breathe. Take your time. Just breathe. Okay, so let's see what that has to say. And this is for fire, which includes Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius, for November 24th to 30th, 2019. So just breathe. And the first card is the Hangman. The Hangman, not a very happy card. Most people don't want to get the Hangman because it means be patient. There's a lot of things happening in the background of your life that you're not really aware of. And it has to come to fruition before you can move forward. Most people don't like it. I suggest you take it and use it as a bit of a vacation. Just keep getting prepared for what's coming. And this is for a week, right? What covers it is the moon. So there's a lot of subconscious work going on, which means there's a lot of growth this week. And I've glanced to the cards. There are a lot of major arcana, okay? So this is a heavy-duty week, and the first card is Just Breathe. So a lot of subconscious work coming up for us to work on. And what's pushed us there? Confidence. We put our effort in. We reached our rewards, and we were acknowledged for our rewards. So we were confident that we could go forward. So remember that you were confident that you had the ability to handle everything. Because what's just happened is a strength card. And the strength card is rising above that which we have been at, the level of understanding we've been at. We're moving up to a higher level, which basically means change, of course. And what's coming immediately in front of us. And remember, the week is based on patience and rising subconscious. Something's coming out of the subconscious. But so remember that when you get the magician energy and you want to get out there and you want to partake, you want to shift things and you want to change things because you have the confidence to do it. Be very patient and very quiet, very careful in that movement, in that creating change, because subconscious has a way of tripping you up. The magician, on the other hand, brings energy from above and transmutes it and changes it here on earth for our benefit. And the card that comes up right after it for the week is the Sun card, and that is joy, a spiritual joy. True joy is spiritual, and it doesn't matter who you are. When you're in touch with that which is infinite, and you trust that this is truth, then you are in true joy. So it all sounds extremely good. My senses tell me to be very careful. There will be at least moments of having to deal with old energy, and this is the Four of Swords, which is a card of depression, coming out of depression more than a depression. So it would be card of there will be times when you'll remember old energy. And remember, it's just to remember it. It's not to own it. So when it comes up, let it go. Say thank you. I appreciate you. You brought me to where I am now. I am who I am now because of you. But I no longer need you. Thank you. And then the Nine of Pentacles. So again, we're back to reaping the rewards for all the effort we put in. And that this is a very positive card. But if you slacked off in any area, that also will come through, because you will be reaping the rewards for all the effort you have done. Everybody that's watching this, I'm pretty darn certain, has put in the effort and has achieved positive results. So again, new beginnings, the Fool, and that this is support energy. The Fool is brand new beginnings. Anything possible. We can do anything we want. When we move up a level, things change and shift. We might be still caught within the for instance, with you into astrology, we might still be caught within the Cancer means this, and Sagittarius means that, but we'll be on a higher level than that, and so there are ways around it. So there's a negative end of a spectrum. There's a positive end of the spectrum, and for our view, the positive end of the spectrum means that we can deal with a situation quicker, easier, or just bypass it completely. And the last card is the Judgment card. And I said there's a tremendous amount of major arcana. So this is an extremely important week. But the Judgment card is seeing clearly. You're seeing things the way they really are, rather than the way we wish they were, or we thought they were, or society's told us they are. So we're seeing things clearly this week. So all the major arcana, all the fact that we got the Moon card, I would suggest we walk with care this week. It doesn't mean that it won't be good. It could be very good, but I would suggest we think twice, act once, or think thrice, act once. So just breathe, and that's something I always suggest. And the last card is release. So what's coming in can be released. That's coming in doesn't necessarily need to be. We don't have to own it. You don't own it, it doesn't become a major problem. All right. So this is an extremely important week. Lots of things are happening to you on an individual level. I believe it's happening to you on an individual level because we brought out, we're bringing in the new energy. But at the same time, walk carefully. Okay? Walk very carefully this week. All right. I'm finished.
Okay. Champagne C says, good morning, Elle and Eliz-sha. Hello.
Good morning.
Malapala says, hi, Eliz-sha and Elle.
It's not morning there.
Gabby McMaster says, hi, ladies.
Hello.
Alicia P98 says, good morning. Malapala asks, how are you? And
good, actually.
Gemini controlling me and my male friends because he is jealous. I want to know why he is acting that way.
He is a bit jealous, but it's more insecurity. He's not secure, and I felt that for a while, actually, that he lacks self-worth when it comes to you. I'm not sure if he lacks self-worth for everything, but when it comes to you, he's not secure. He's not sure of himself. He doesn't know how to go about dealing with the situation, and he's very afraid to lose you. And if he's typical of the male and female, when you're afraid to lose something, then you start acting like an idiot, and that pushes the losing properties forward. So look at him, realize that he's coming from a rather immature position, and just gently say, hey, it's not called for. You don't need to do that. I'm not planning on going anywhere, and see what happens. I do think he has a history of losing, and I think it goes back to his childhood. And I'm talking about women in specifically. Okay.
Gabby McMaster asks, can you tell me what the rest of 2019, what the rest of 2019 will bring for me?
Gee, that's a long time. 29.
Sarcasm duly noted.
I think it's going to bring you more up energy than down energy. I think you're going to, I don't think anything major is in the works, but I do think it's a time for you to get out there and socialize, get out there and have fun. Don't look for anything serious. I feel it's a time of recouping your energy, gaining strength, because it might be that in 2020 things are shifting gears for you quite radically, and it's not a bad shift of gears, but it will be a little intense. So that now is a time to just take things as light as possible and go out and enjoy. Go out and enjoy a turkey dinner. Go out and enjoy Christmas decorations. Maybe even a little eggnog with a little bit of rum in it, with you like that sort of thing. But basically, now is the time for you to relax, pull in positive energies, so that our energy is more centered, more grounded, more uplifted. Good luck. This sounds like something that we should be good.
Moonfeather says, hi ladies, hope you are both well. Sari Swari asks, will I reconcile with T? Thanks.
He is still cranky. I wouldn't wait. Right now is not the time to go forward and try for reconciliation. Right now is a really good time to spend time with your girlfriends. Go out for coffee, lattes, go to a movie, spend time with yourself. The amount of annoyedness would indicate that he's still very much entwined with you emotionally. And so the potential in the future, and now is not the time, and it might be you might change by Monday, I don't know, but right now is not the time. The amount of anger and pissiness he's going through indicates that he's still very wound up with your energy. Okay.
Abby Roberts.
It's a new name.
Yeah, but hold up. It moved on me. Moonfeather is first, then Abby Roberts. We will get to you. Moonfeather asks, I've been getting migraines that cause numbness in my face and left hand and causes my vision to blur. I just wondering if this is really just migraines or something more. Please and thank you. Doctors don't seem to take it seriously.
Let me check. I am not a medical intuitive. I do know really good ones, and I'd highly recommend with you go on my site, look up Linda Johnson. But I will see what I can see. And I know what you're feeling. I used to get migraines as well, and I used to call them "I wish I were dead" migraines, and sounds like that's a "wish I were dead" migraine. So I'm going to suggest something. I'm going to suggest that you either go to an allergy specialist or you start eliminating food groups like milk, dairy, all dairy, except for butter. Butter's not a problem. Or chocolate, or gluten, and that's all gluten, which means just eliminate it for a few days. Or how often you get headaches. So if you get headaches once a week, eliminate it for a week and a half, and see what that makes a difference. Because I think it may possibly be food allergies. And it sounds, I'd start out with gluten. And so you and well, you want to do one at a time, but start out with either gluten or lactose, which includes cheese, I'm afraid. And if you love cheese or love milk, that's a pretty good indicator that you're allergic. If you love gluten, breads and cakes and flour, anything made with flour, probably another indicator that you're allergic. It seems that the more we love it, the more likely we are to be allergic to it. The other one would be to eliminate the nightshade family, but that would be lower down on the list. Try that and see if it makes a difference. And but I feel from what you're saying that it's probably more gluten. What do you feel, El?
Yeah, allergies, gluten.
Okay, so try that. And the doctors don't seem to think it's important simply because A, they're not dealing with it, and B, they have no clue how to deal with it. It's not because it's not important. They just don't know how to deal with it. Good luck.
Abby Roberts, you ladies are amazing. I have a question. Will I succeed in my nursing program? Thank you.
I went in, got yes. Did we miss Moonfit?
No, we answered her. You just finished answering her.
Oh, I thought, okay. I'm confused. Okay, let me see if there's anything that you should pay attention to. So in general, it's going to be intense. Any course you take nowadays is intense. And one of the stupid things that I got a vision of was, I don't know if it still is part of the curriculum, but making beds seems to be the one that you should practice the most. And the rest of it, at your level, I don't think, is it nursing or LPN? Nursing. So you will learn to give needles. So practice giving needles when it's time, and for some reason making beds. I don't know if they still do that or not, but that's what I saw, a bed. And I would suggest that you take a course on Reiki or something like that, just for your own comfort, so that when you get to deal with children that are cranky, it's a little easier for them to settle down with. You can help them. I see you doing I see you old and retiring from nursing. So I think you're going to do well. Okay.
Champagne C asks, "Hi, Eliz-sha. Angel has stopped contact out of nowhere. What's going on with him? Thank you so much."
I think his attention is drawn away to his guy friends, and it seems like he's got his head bent down, and all his guy friends have got their head bent down, and they're talking about something, and they're thinking about it so much so that he's not paying much attention to anything. I don't feel that it's he's trying to avoid you or anything like that. I think he's just I just think he's being a little obtuse. Give it a little while and see what happens.
Alicia P98 asks, how does Justin feel currently about me?
I think you have unsettled him a great deal, and now is the time to back off. He's sort of flapping his hands and going, I don't know how to deal with this. So back off. Let him settle down. Let him be more confident and more comfortable with the situation, and go from there. If you proceed forward right now, you're going to scare the bejeebers out of him. That's why I'm suggesting. I'm sorry, I have to answer this.
Okay, I got this.
Okay.
Hello?
So let me. So I have no idea where we are, but that was a business call we just couldn't live without.
All right.
Okay, Malapali, please. Oh, thank you. Yes, please do that. Okay, and I did the Justin. Tay. Hi, Tay 2637. Hello, lovely ladies.
Yeah.
Do my dragon guides have anything to tell me?
Okay.
They really are have a big sense of humor.
Right, sounds great. Thanks.
I think they want you to have fun because I'm getting the song come fly with me, come fly with me. So I think that they want you to use your imagination and spend time with them. And I have done that in the past. I want to, every once in a while, I just say, okay, let's go fly. And just for a few minutes, I'll be on the back of my dragon and we will fly in the clouds and we'll look around and feel the fresh air and sometimes the mist on your cheek. And we get this feeling of pure freedom. And I think that might be what they're asking you to do is go fly with them. Feel this sense of pure freedom. Learn to trust them while you're doing it. And yes, it's in your imagination and you can fall off and hit the ground and nothing will happen. But you will develop a trust. I just did, Tay.
Yeah. Real quick. With a $10 super chat, MH says, thank you. With a bowing blue-green peach pear.
Oh, cool.
Yep. Elizabeth Pereira says, hello from Portugal.
Hi.
I'm still sorry that I'm pronouncing your name wrong.
Well, it's not Spanish, right?
No. Princess Nee says, hello there. Should I study for another part-time course next year or concentrate on other things?
Again, I got a yes without even going in. But then I'm kind of partial to education. No, I'm not education. I'm partial to learning. But I do believe the part-time course will give you a lot more, not credibility, but you'll be able to find a job more often. Not more often, easier. You'll be more in the competition for jobs and things. And I have a feeling this is something that you would enjoy a great deal as well. Okay.
Molly Paula says, thanks, Alicia and Elle. It's 2:20 a.m. here. I've been waiting for you.
2:20?
And
Oh, wow.
that's dedication. Maria Herrera says hello.
Maria, I finally got a stone. And it's not finished, obviously. But this is what it looks like. And tell me what you think of, if that's what you were thinking of. Okay, and that's the blackest stone I could find. Okay.
Toffee H asks, "Hi, honey. Am I protecting myself the right way?"
Probably not. The first thing I got was no, and how you're protecting yourself, I don't know. I would suggest you message me, and I will, and you can tell me how you're doing it, and I can tell you other ways of doing it. But basically, if your imagination, whatever you believe, whatever you create with your imagination in the energy, it is real. All right. So
Moon Feather says, "I look forward to this week. I think it will be a needed one for me." And Danielle Benitez asks, "Hello, ladies. What message does Anthony's higher self have for me?"
Anthony's higher self?
Yes.
Anthony's higher self says he has a lot of learning to do. It's a lot of things that he needs to fall down with and pull himself up. And they kind of think that maybe you don't need those lessons, that you don't need to go along with those lessons. So I'm not sure. You can extrapolate that from whatever you choose. But I think they're trying to suggest that you would be better putting your energy somewhere else. Okay.
AP asks, "Hi again. Should I spend Christmas in Paris this year? Thank you. Always go to Paris. Always."
That's a no-brainer. I did get a yes, actually. And if you can go along the Champs-Élysées and get a croissant for breakfast one day, just for me.
And me.
Yeah. It's not that I like croissants, but that's one of my dreams, is to go for breakfast in the Champs-Élysées and one of those little outdoor
cafes.
Yeah, and get a small breakfast, petit déjeuner. But if you can, do it. Yes.
100%. And take lots of pictures and share them.
Yes.
Maria Herrera asks, "Hello, how is the meeting with Alex's school going to go? Thank you."
I think they are a little bit defensive and a little bit cranky, but at the same time, they will stay professional and they will offer solutions. I don't know if they're solutions you want, but they will offer solutions. Okay, good luck.
Yeah, João Fermino asks, "Hello, darling. I accepted a job offer from Douglas and Gordon. What do you see towards my decision?"
Actually, it feels really good. It might take a while, but it feels like there's promotions in there involved, and you will grow into it and become quite a professional. It looks promising. Not immediately. I mean, you have to put in your hours first, of course, but it feels fine. Good luck and hope you enjoy it.
Janet Lacarte says, greetings and love to all. Thank you.
Thank you.
S. Starzy says, hi, best wishes. Do you see me being able to support myself? And thank you so very much.
Again, I just go in and it says yes. So, and it was not a hesitant yes, but it wasn't a powerful yes. It was just a calm yes. I believe that there is something out there that may start out small, but rise up to a higher energy level, which as you have more need for it, there will be a little bit more money coming in, basically. Good luck with that, by the way.
Mary Iced asks, how does Gemini feel about me, and are they afraid to talk to me? Yeah, thanks for your time.
I think you hit it on the nail. They are a little afraid to talk to you. You're a little bit different from what they're used to, and they don't know how to comprehend or how to deal with you in any situation. And it's not wrong. It's just that you think and act differently than those around you, and that's okay. That has to do with you being a little bit more emotionally evolved than most people around. I wouldn't hold my breath waiting for them. If you're interested in them, fine, but be interested in them only as acquaintances or friends. If something else develops out of it, then that would be great. But keep your eyes open for something a little more tangible, a little bit more in your league. Good luck.
Jenny Jones asks, hey, the building I just moved into a month ago has been sold, so we are being forced to move again. I'm starting to freak out. Will BP let us transfer apartments, or should I start looking elsewhere?
I think they will, but you have to be a squeaky wheel and start now and start and go in often, because I think they're not thrilled with the idea. But if you're a squeaky wheel, they will let you transfer apartments. And why they're not thrilled with the idea is I think they're afraid that they have to accommodate everybody, but that's not necessarily so. So do both. Go look out for other places, but at the same time, tell them you go in and push and be a squeaky wheel. Okay.
Diane Washington Taylor asks, hello, thank you very much for your reading. Will my Aquarius come home?
I believe he will. That's also came very quickly. I don't feel he will come home as quickly as you would like him to, but I believe things are simmering down, and he is, your Aquarius is becoming more amenable, and anyhow, the energy is calming down.
Next. MH says, hi, Eliz-sha. Hope you're doing great. Wishing you a wonderful day, and we'll talk to you soon.
And happy Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
Pretty soon, anyhow.
That's
28.
Yeah, next Thursday.
Yeah, it's within the week.
Elantra Cook says, Sagittarius. Hey, hey, hey. Tari Avalos says, hello, I am hesitating about going into another university license next year. Is it a good thing? It's a tourism license just for 1 year.
I think it's a good thing. I got an easy yes on that one. Tourism. I think it's sort of two-sided. It can be really fun, and you can get great jobs, and it's also a lot of work. It is not. It's not. Not the end point for you. So you go into tourism, and then you go into management. All right, but you get the basis of the tourism first before you go into management. All right, good luck on that.
Moonfeather says, okay, thank you so much. Abby Robert says, wow, thank you so much. Champagne C says, that makes sense, thank you. Gabby McMaster says, love you guys, thank you. Princess Nee says, thank you. Maria Herrera says, yes, I like it. I go with what you choose for me, or Alex, thank you.
Okay.
Tay says, thank you. I heard them talking in my head for a few days and it freaked me out. They're a little scary.
Yeah, they have big gruff voices, but they're sweethearts.
Can be a little scary.
And they're horrible jokes.
Oh, the worst.
Just horrible
Just
jokes.
The worst. And it freaked me out at first before I knew it was them. I asked them to stop since I'm not used to it. I will definitely do that later. Danielle Benitez says, thank you. Tough. Doreen 888 says, hello, do you have a message from my guides? Thanks.
Your guides are funny. Okay, your guides are very heroic. I would assume that you're a writer because your guides are just, they're heroic. That's the only way I can say it. Or you have a powerful imagination. Either or, it's interesting, and I mean that positively interesting. So this is really strange. They said, and I didn't quite hear it quite correctly. So basically, they're suggesting that it is time for you to work on yourself. You're really good at helping other people, but you give so much to other people that you don't give enough to yourself, and that's more important at this point. Looking after you, putting you first, making sure you have enough rest, making sure you have the right food, making sure that you go to a movie that you want to instead of letting somebody else go and you do the babysitting, that kind of thing. It's time to look after you, just for a while at least, and maybe sit down and write a book. Okay.
Maria Herrera says, thank you. AP says, thank you, ladies. I hope I can make it happen. S. Starzy says, yes.
I think you can of AP.
Yeah. S. Starzy says, yes. Thank you, God. Jenny Jones says, thank you so much. Dominique Agostin says, hello, everyone. Where should I look for work, please?
Dominique. I think you should look for work where you meet and deal with the public. For some reason or other, you have a very smooth way about you, and can deal with people easily. Even people who are a little cranky and most people can't deal with them. I think you can. So anything that will put you into the position of meeting the public would be good. If you're a car salesman or a policeman, a fireman, nurse, doctor, anything where you work with people. I think you would be really good therapist. So just go for it and see what happens.
Random Page Inc. Yes, we are accepting questions.
We do have to
But
go
we
in
do
a
have
few
to go
minutes.
soon, so not a lot of questions more that we'll be reading.
Yeah,
But we will be coming back later today.
I will be coming back. My other daughter will be coming back.
Well, she will be trying to come back into it.
She's never done this, so we're going to be very nice to her.
Okay, so we will get to you and then we'll wrap it up. Jennifer Schweb says, hello, do my spirit guides have any messages for me? Thank you.
They just say you're doing really well and thank you, and they're honoring you. So it seems that you have just dealt with a very tricky situation and dealt with it very well, and they're just saying you did a really good job. So congratulations.
Natasha Spellman asks, what makes Guadalupe attracted to me?
Okay, this is what she says. She says you got a really cute tush. But that's not all, obviously. She also it likes engaging with you with your sense of humor. And she basically says you have too much. There's so much about you that's fun and exciting, and that she enjoys. So but there's a big, just as a warning, there's a big dark cloud on one side that she has never explored within herself or with you. So just be aware that if the situation becomes more intense, the energy will become more intense. Okay.
1234 asks, can you tell me what Jalen is feeling for me and if he would like to take action? So, feelings.
Yeah. Jalen is a man's man, I think. At least in the energies, he definitely thinks he's a man's man. Which means you let him do the pursuing. At least let him think he's doing the pursuing. And yes, he has noticed you. He's trying to pretend he hasn't noticed you, but he has. So just be very careful. You know, if it was in the 50s, I'd say accidentally show a little bit of your slip. But it's not, so you can't do that. So accidentally show him a little bit of thigh or ankle with you wear pants all the time, or a little bit of skin here and there. But make sure it looks like an accident. Don't make it look like you did it on purpose. And he's very well aware of you. So it might take a while for him to react, but just happen to be around the places he happens to be. It will. I think it will have a tendency to work itself out.
Hold on. Safi H says, thanks for your time and blessings to you and your family.
Thank you.
Doreen 888 says, thank you. I should write yes.
Yes, you should. Especially with those guys.
Dominique Agostine says, thank you. 1234 sends laughing, crying faces and thank you in advance for your time. The Random Page Inc. asks, there is a girl that I like. She just got diagnosed with cancer. I'm pursuing acting. What can you tell me about these two things? You can be explicit and honest. Choose one, and then we can address the other one later.
So it's pretty hard to be explicit in a short reading like this. The girl with cancer, let's go with that. She's going to need a lot of support. It's going to be quite rough for her. And at this point, she hasn't chosen whether she wants to live or die. The more love she gets, the more likely she will be inclined to stick around. And a little bit on the acting. If you like to act, when she's down and tired, do tiny little skits for her that make her laugh. Not to you exhaust her. So short skits, like 30-second skits or something like that, where you put on different hats and, practice your acting. And acting, yes, there are a lot of people who pursue it. A lot of people lately go through YouTube to pursue it, rather than become waiters or waitresses.
Oh, they still do that too.
But I would suggest that with you saying, do what's the name of that kid, the Canadian kid? Beaver.
Oh, yeah.
Did put music on, your own music, of course. You can't, it's too expensive to use other people's music. Put out YouTubes and things like that. And put out skits on and develop a following. And then you can also use it to send to prospective employees. The average actor makes around $30,000 a year. This was 10 years ago. So it's probably not much. Maybe it's 35 now. So just think seriously how good and how much drive you have with acting. If you have a lot of power, drive, and this is the only thing you're interested in, then go for it. Other than that, look at a job that surrounds acting.
Two pieces of advice, because I watch a lot of YouTubers that had the same dream of acting. One, go into theater.
That's a good training.
Yeah, and like do improv classes and join an improv group. Just act and get yourself out there physically as well as. And a second one, it's more of go to these people's channel, and depending on your location, they might be filming and looking for extras. It's called JK Studios. They are an improv group that started back when they were in college, and now they have a YouTube channel and a career doing improv and skits. So, and they're always calling for extras in places in the States. So follow their Instagram and their YouTube channel, JK Studios. And if you live close by, reach out to them.
Close by to them, not us.
No.
It's a long road, by the way.
It is.
And,
they live in Turkey.
Oh, that's a real long distance away.
That is a long distance. But yeah, try looking for people around where you live.
And also singing. I keep getting singing.
Yeah.
All over and over, I keep getting singing.
So one last question, and then we got to wrap it up because breakfast is calling my name.
Yeah, all our names. I'm starting to get hungry.
Yeah.
We have to feed the dogs too.
Yeah. Lily B says, does Elle always think about sleeping with me?
Most often, yes. I think that's his normal state when it comes to females. Is that that's what is topmost in his mind? Unfortunately, I don't think too much else is in his mind either. Unfortunately. Personally, I'd look for somebody with a little more depth because it feels like at this moment, Elle's not going to grow up for a little while longer. Okay. Are we is that it?
Yeah, it's Lily B was just skipped because it didn't show up on my chat. So
well, let's do Lily B with you.
that was who you just
read
okay. For.
All right. Sorry about that. I wouldn't.
Natasha Spellman was kind enough to repost her question for me.
Oh, thank you.
For us.
We appreciate that.
Yes, we do. Okay. So with that,
we will be back this afternoon.
Sans me.
and it may be a very, very short one.
It might be.
But we will do our best. If not, we'll be here tomorrow. Elle and I, sometime probably in the afternoon.
Okay. We'll see how tired I am.
Well, how cranky she is, you mean?
I mean, I'm always cranky.
Well, when she hasn't slept, she is, yes. Namaste. Namaskar.
Bye, everyone. Thank you for
coming.
And
thank you so much. It's been a pleasure.
17 likes.
It's not. Okay, leave.